Hi guys. I thought you might want to look at another book with me. I was just sitting here, not doing nothing. I thought, what kind of video can I make? Well, I enjoyed making the 1920s and 30s book for you guys last night, so I thought I would do another one. This one I'm just going to show like one page because I want to show in that green book. But Sherm was showing me this earlier. This is the old Cambrian Hotel in Jackson, Ohio. This is what it used to look like. The Cambrian's still there. It's like a hotels for like elderly people right now. But it don't have those canopies on it or anything. It looks a lot different. The Cambrian Hotel was the crown jewel of downtown Jackson in the early part of the century. In the 1980s, it was renovated and converted to serve as a senior citizens housing complex. And that's what it still is today, but it looks nothing like this. And this place is I didn't even know this place existed. This is the Rogan Hotel in Wellston, Ohio. The Rogan Hotel was one of Wellston's landmark buildings and meeting places in the early part of the century. The building located on Broadway Street at the present location of the Pizza Pub. There's a little pizza shop there now. Sherm actually used to work at that and bartend there. It burned down in the 1970s, the hotel. Ain't that something? Wellston used to have a hotel. I wonder what it looked like in the inside. I'd like to have seen that. And then this one's in Oak Hill. This used to be Central School. Don't you miss the little schools, the old schools they used to have? Now they just got everybody in these big schools, and I love the little schools a lot better, and you know the kids learn more when they're in smaller classes and stuff. Central School, one of the landmark buildings in Oak Hill, will stand in the middle of the village, although it was retired as a school about 10 years ago. Alright, so there's that. Now this, Jackson County, Its History and Its People, by Robert Edgar Urban. I just marked some pages with some bookmarks laying around. Okay. See that little boy? Look how small that little kid is. Wellston, June 25th, 1902. This was a milk delivery. He was the brother of Caroline McInnes Lucas. I don't know who that is, but this was milk delivery. I can't get over how tiny that little boy is running around. He looks like he's 2 or 3. This house is still there in Colton. We used to live in Colton. It's a James A. Rhodes birthplace. That's where James A. Rhodes was born. And that house is still there. And this was the old Colton School Band. Let's see what year this was. Well, here you can see the names. Never know. You might be related to one of these people. I don't see where it says the year, do you? But you can tell it's old. Look at the drums and stuff. That was an old band. Old year. So, a few more pages. This says camp of 1812. What kind of camp? I don't know. Did people just go there and camp out to sleep? Or Village of Leo. Yep. There's a little village. The Big Rock, Jackson County, 1992. Circus Day. They had a circus going through town in 1897. See the roads we used to travel, guys, or we still travel today? The people that used to live there, you see their outfits and stuff, and the way our towns used to look. Here's another one. This is the old Isham house in 1899. Now the Cambrian Hotel. So that Cambrian Hotel I showed you. I cannot talk, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read at the same time. The old Cambrian Hotel was right here. Still is, but you've seen what it looked like back then. So it would have been put there. Let's see, Main Street in Jackson in 1899. That's what it used to look like. Look at the roads. Wayside Inn. Present day post office. The post office is there now. And I've been to that post office, so yeah, I know where this is. Here. The raising of the Isham House for construction of the Cambrian Hotel in 1900. See? Horse-drawn carriage. See the little train going through the town? And there in 1903 is the Cambrian. I've never been in that either. You can't get in that building now. You know, you got to ring it to get in or whatever. If you're going to visit somebody. It's protected. And it's a senior home. It should be well protected. The Charles Smith Livery Stables, located at the present-day parking lots for the Jackson Employment Company and the Cambrian Hotel. Mr. Smith was the shortest man in the photo, circa 1880. I'm guessing it would be this guy right there. And it was his business. The Francis Smith Home and Wayside Inn, site of the President Post Office. This is a wholesale. Eldridge Higgins Wholesale House. Isn't it something to see all that old stuff? Courthouse in Jackson, circa 1890. Yeah, it looks a lot different now. Looks the same, but it looks a lot different. The way they got steps now and rails and stuff going up to the building. Take a look at the place, guys. The streets were dirt. Look at the people, their outfits, horse-drawn carriages, no cars. Here's 1897, Main and Broadway, excavation for sewer lines. See that woman in her umbrella? That was a lot of hard labor back then. It still is, doing the roads and stuff, but, you know, they didn't make them with pavement like we do now. There was actually roads made of brick in the town, and they were arguing here a while back whether to tear them up or not, and I didn't want them to, but I'm not sure. I think they ended up doing it, tearing that road up. But I loved that road. It was really rough to go down, but you know, it was old, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the road. It was nice. But I like the old things like that. Broadway Street, Jackson, Ohio, 1908. 1910. See the little rail car or whatever that goes right through the middle there? You can see the tracks. Broadway Street looking east from Pearl Street in the 1920s. Now they got cars. You don't see no horses, now you see cars. Some people probably still had them. Yeah, 1913, the flood relief. You see a lot of horse and buggies there. Probably a lot of the cars couldn't get through some of the water. The Grand Opera House. Present site of Cole Auto, circa 1890s. They had an opera house in Jackson? Oh my gosh. That is so weird. Main Street, Jackson, Ohio, circa 1900. Caveat Building. Stood for Cincinnati Clothing Company. Look at the umbrella on the wagon. That little rail car. That's so cool. I love looking at these old pictures. Let's see if we got anything left on here. I gotta Yep, let's turn. Alright. This is the Jackson furnace. You can see the year and everything, 1836 to 1874. Keystone furnace, 1848 to 1885. And Keystone furnace. Buckeye furnace, 1851 to 1894. Looks nice, don't it? Cornelia, Iron Valley of Lincoln, 1854 to 1885. I don't know much about these. Here's the Monroe furnace, 1854 to 1882. Jefferson furnace. You can see some of the people that work there. You can see their outfits. The guy in the middle on that, whatever he's, it don't really look like looks like a cow with horns. I don't think he's riding a horse. I'm guessing he's in charge there. Latrobe furnace. Madison furnace. Chunk of Iron Creek at the base of the site of Young American furnace behind the home of Helen Woodruff. Site of Young America furnace. What is this? Here's a script from Young American furnace. $1. They must have used this as money or something. Storekeeper. That's so different. Charcoal pit. Ready for leaves and dirt. Here's what it looks like in the inside, I guess. That'd have been a lot making that one. Look at this. Pulled by cows. Oxen. The oxen and wagon in the picture were owned by William W. Howell. I don't know how long my camera will record, so if it shuts off, I apologize. I just wanted to show you guys the pictures. Here is the second courthouse. This is 1890s. And this is the second courthouse with pillars. People gathered for the Taft campaign in 1912. Here is the front view of the second jail, Sheriff's Resident Jail in rear. Converted to an office building in 1883. Razed in 1954. Courthouse fire. January 1951 was the courthouse fire. There's the Milton furnace. Wellston Twin furnace. Gisco. Now, here's what the thing to hang these people looked like. They hung these people at the Jackson Courthouse. See? The first and last hangings in Jackson County. There was this boy, John Wesley, Jackson convicted of murder of Samuel Hall. This was in 1883. And of course, tons of people were out there watching. I got that page marked as well. They were brothers. Well, maybe they were friends. I thought somebody told me they were brothers. Okay, where's that thing? Here's the guy that they killed. Anderson Lackey. Oh, those people were somebody else. These are the ones I'm talking about. These ones got hanged. It must have been before. I don't know. These ones they killed this guy. They were brothers. And there it shows a picture of the hangings. You see all the people there watching. The hanging was over here. The scene of the hanging of John Wesley Jackson. The scaffold is behind the trees adjoining the jail. So see, it's back here. They were all hung for killing him. This was in Jackson. Alright, let's skip. I want to show you guys all the schools. I love the old schools. Here's Keystone School. Here is Sauer School. Here is Brown School. Buckley. Chestnut Grove. Looks like somebody's little old house, don't it? That's pretty much what a lot of them was, because a neighbor of ours that lived close to where we lived in Ray, when I grew up there, her house used to be a school. It's Franklin Valley School. McCoy School. I'm pretty sure I know where that is. See the stoves? Remember the shows you'd watch on TV where the kids would have to come in and fill up with sticks, the fire and stuff? Well, that was real life. And they had like all ages in there they had to teach, different ages. That's inside the McCoy School in 1949. Sycamore School. I know where that is too, I'm pretty sure. Inside the Sycamore School. Raysville School, I know where that is. Group picture. Cosby School. Inside the Raysville School. Inside the Leo School. Cosby School. Hickman School. Inside Savageville School. I know where that is. Our little school was across from it when I started in 1985. That's the Savageville School. I don't know why it's not showing very good. The Hickman School. Commer School. Inside Hartley School, 1949. It's a good picture. There's the Hartley School. Inside Commer School. See those desks? Oakland School. There's inside Oakland School, 1949. Inside Whaley School. There's the Whaley School. Bethel. Look how little that kid is. Inside Pine School, 1949. Oh, that kid's so tiny. Pine School. Look how small that school is. Inside Pine School. Cohen. Look at the windows on that school. Wow. Cohen. That's Bethel. Inside Bethel. Whaley. Whaley. Yeah, it looks like the boy that was already in the photo. Okay, I think we're getting out of the schools. Mineral Heights. Mineral Heights School. Alright. Maybe we got a couple more. Hell School. That one looks old, don't it? Don't say the year. Cosby School. Brown School. Alright, there's maps. Here's employees from the Jackson Farm Center. And there's the Farm Center. Jackson County Farm Supply. Milton Banking Company is currently there now. So that would have been in Wellston, I think. Sheriff Resident, Courthouse, and Cambrian Hotel in 1911. Buzzard Rocks, west of Boone Rocks. Pearl Street in Jackson. Look at the roads, how muddy. 1909. Here is Jackson Boy Scout Band. And this is in 1919. Current post office, soon after it opened in 1932. Former Jackson Post Office on Main Street, now the site of Terry's Pawn Shop. Yep, that's still there. Hudson's Grocery. That's not there anymore. Here's a picture. Globe Iron. Aerial view. Note, electric furnace building in lower left of photograph. Check out these cars. These were rail cars. They got to drive on the railroad track things. And there's a train. It was called DT&I Depot. And it was in the 1920s. City Park. Showing the old jail building and the bandstand. That's DT&I car shop. That was some kind of Burgoo Day. I have no idea what that is. This is Melvin's Grocery in 1930. Doesn't that look nice? Harvey Wells, founder of Wellston. East Broadway Street in 1910. Okay, I didn't mark that. Alright. This is Welch Church. This is that. Hardware store. Alright. Here's when Buffalo Bill came to Jackson in 1901. Sorry. There he is. Nice horses. You can see the newspaper articles that they had for him coming to town. September 4th, that was my dad's birthday. Let's see, September 4th. Alright. And these are just pages from the book. It tells you where stuff is. So we got through the whole book. I can't believe it. I hope you guys enjoyed going through some more history with me of Jackson County, its history and its people. And again, that is by Robert Edgar Urban, and you can buy his books. He's got 2 out that I know of. This green one, and he's got a red one. I hope you guys have a great and blessed Easter. Bye, guys.